Eagle, go, ECOM.
Go pending final steps to cabin link check. Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the Rift Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural. From comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Hi.
Hi.
There was no break in between the videos. I was ready. I had it up.
I was like, where's the break?
I must have hit it just right for once, which is crazy. And but that just fits with everything that's going on, because everything out there right now is crazy. In fact, I got my special jacket out tonight.
Yeah.
You know, it's got sleeves, but you can't get your hands out of the sleeves. It's so I'm safe from myself.
And safe from others.
Yes, but I'm gonna have to take it back off because I can't type and stuff. So. Yeah, I like my jacket.
I feel like I need one.
Hello, everybody. Z-Son, Mr. Odell himself. Thank you for sharing out.
I'm in the process of doing that now as we speak.
I think I got everything shared out that I can share out, in a timely manner. Hey, Eunice, how you doing? Welcome, everybody, to another awesome edition of the Otters Den, where tonight we don't know what we're going to talk about. So be prepared, because we might talk about anything.
Anything and everything.
Angels and demons, astrology, self-help, helping others,
Alcohol intake. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm joking. Before
Yes,
somebody gets
please.
mad, I'm joking.
But I already swallowed it. Not that.
That's what she said.
See, we may talk about anything.
You didn't gargle? It really helps with the taste.
Fuck's
Helps
sake.
refresh everything.
Fuck's sake.
Oh boy. Not safe. Safe words. Safe words.
Hey, Brett,
Pineapple.
how you doing?
Safe jacket. Safe jacket. That's straight jacket. Safe jacket.
Okay. So, thank you for joining us on the Otters Den on the RNN network.
Mhm.
Right up here, there is a QR code. I'm going to remember to mention the QR code. So, if you want, you can buy us a cup of coffee or something because we do like coffee. I like coffee.
Yes.
And you don't have to, but if you want to, yay. It helps us out a little bit. Hey, Della, how you doing? Hikem? I hope I didn't butcher your name. Hikem? Welcome
Yeah.
from Morocco.
From Morocco. Hello.
I think he's the first person from Morocco that we've had on the show. Welcome. Hey, Mish. Hey, Mish. I will give a disclaimer before we get going. We are not doctors. We are not psychologists. We are not physicists. I don't have any degrees in anything. I just know a lot about a lot. Same with these two over here. We
Same.
just know about a lot.
Same.
One does have a teaching degree. What's that, Jen?
Almost a doctor.
There you go. There you go.
That's right. That's true. Almost doctor. Yes.
So if we give you an advice, take it with a grain of salt. Do your research. We have our opinions on things, and our opinions are just exactly that, our opinions. And sometimes our opinions don't always agree with everybody else's opinions. And if that's the case, that's okay. Bro, we don't mind. We don't mind. We're not everybody's cup of tea or tequila or whatever, you know.
Or, green tea with 2 honey.
Yeah, that's good stuff too.
My
I like green tea. What she got in there?
Tea.
Oh,
Tea.
tea. What kind of tea? Tequila?
Sweet.
Oh, sweet.
Sweet tea. No, that's to kill you. That's what that stuff is.
Oh, that's good stuff. Got some in the fridge.
I don't know. I think I'm going to go down to my favorite Mexican restaurant and I'm going to order myself a flight. And then I'm going to order myself, flight of margaritas. You get 4. They're absolutely great. And then I'm going to order my big favorite, which is the prickly pear. And I'm just, it's Monday and it's already been a week. Is there something in the cloud like stars?
Astrology.
Well,
which me and Joni will be covering next week. Last week we covered what's happening this week, and you think I can remember all that? No, I need to write it down, but do I? No, I do not. And Mish, I haven't yet. There's still several rounds to go. Right now, I'm in a round where I have to be first, and I am currently second, and there's 3 days left to vote.
so vote.
There is a little loophole, and that is if I do come in second, there's another round where all the second place people are put into a batch, and whoever gets the first out of that gets to jump back in. So there is a loophole. And
Loopholes are always good.
I am going to go ahead, if it's okay with you ladies. I am going to put the
Put it
link
in the comments. Go for it. I would.
And if you don't know what this is this year's Faces of Halloween contest. They are raising money for the Starlight Children's Foundation. They have raised millions of dollars to help these kids. If I win, I get $13,000, and I get to do a photo shoot, Rue Magazine, with Jamie Lee Curtis and Kane Hodder and one other that I can never remember his name. So if he ever watches, I apologize. Not that I think he will, but and I could really use that to try to further my career and get house repairs done and health things done. So if you can vote every day, that would be appreciated. It takes less, once you get registered, it takes less than 30 seconds to vote. You can vote every 24 hours, and it is appreciated. I throw links up every day on the Otters Den page and the Paranormal page and my page and wherever I can. So every day there's going to be a link thrown out to, if you can't remember where it is.
Just going to make sure that my vote counts for today. Even though I can't remember. I'm like, did I? And then I go and I'm like, hey, wait a minute. I guess I didn't. But
hey, Nikki.
Looking for people.
She's from the down under.
That's what you're looking for.
Welcome. Hey, Denise. Yeah, it is a thing. 4 hours vote. It's appreciated, though. It really is. Holy sheep shit. Look who showed up.
Hi, Shannon.
Yes, it has been a week for a Monday.
It's been a week. How about it's been a year and a day on a Monday?
I actually had a good day today. I went into work. I set the intention of doing punch inspections today. We do them once a month, generally right at the end of the month. That way it's done on the 1st. And I walk into the boss's office and he hands me the punch inspection sheet. So I got to do punch inspections all day. So I had a really decent day. Some of the other people in the plant did not, but I had a decent day. So, and then, every day I walk to my mailbox when I get home, and I say, "Big check." Well, guess what? I got a big check. You set that intention. It may not come tomorrow. It may not come next week, but eventually, if you set the intention long enough, things are going to happen. When I first started work at my job, the bathroom was horrible. I kept setting the intention, hey, this needs to be done, that needs to be done. All of a sudden, guess what? We got new bathrooms. Outside on the patio where we smoked, they just had broken up tiles and stuff for us to stand on, and nothing to cover our heads if it rained or snows. And I'm like, it'd be really nice if we could have something out here. And guess what? Now we have something out there. We have all new concrete and a roof. It's really nice. So just be patient with your manifesting. Don't force it. Just keep putting it out there. It's like I keep putting it out that I'm going to win the Powerball jackpot or the Mega Millions jackpot. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but I'm going to win. I won $8.
Speaking of that, do you know what I went and did? And I didn't know why. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner.
What's that?
I went and did chat GBT, and I asked for the lottery numbers.
Did you really?
We'll see what happens.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? What's the worst thing that's going to happen?
Yeah, I
win.
I asked Spirit, and the numbers I saw, that's what I wrote down. And generally, it's my numbers anyway. So, Jen, you're awful quiet over there. We love you.
Well, if I win, there'll be signs.
Huh?
If I win the Powerball, there'll be signs.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna tell anybody, but there'll be.
People will certain people will know, because I'll just end up at their doorstep going, "Hey, how you doing? I'm here."
Yeah.
We're going to the store. What do we need for the house?
Yep.
That's all it's gonna be.
By when there'll just be pictures of a new wall here and a new wall there, here a wall, there a wall, everywhere a wall.
Like,
I won't be here.
I might go to Australia.
I'll be gone.
That's a bucket list thing for you. You need to go to Australia. You need to go pet a wallaby.
I do, and a koala. I want to pet a koala. I want to hold a koala, a tame koala, not a wild koala. They bite. And there's a lot of other critters.
No, I'll just buy like 1,000 acres.
What's that?
Said I'll just go buy 1,000 acres. And can you guys not hear me?
It cuts in and out when you first start talking, at least on my end. And I think you have a delay.
No, I'll be gone. I'll be in.
You'll be where?
You'll be where?
In the middle of nowhere.
Middle of nowhere?
Nowhere. Yep. Hold on. Let me try something.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, she's going to try something.
Yes. And let's see what happens.
Yes.
Because sometimes you have to. Oh, Mish said look out for our drop bears.
Koalas? Is that what you mean by drop bears? Koalas?
What is a drop bear?
I've never heard of a drop bear.
Me neither.
I've heard of teddy bear.
And Shannon, thank you for stars. She sent stars.
Thank you. Yeah, that's another thing you can do to support us is send stars.
Yes.
I didn't get that notification. Why didn't I get that notification?
Because I have the Otters Den on my phone, so I'm watching.
Okay. I gotcha.
So it popped up there, so I saw it.
Thank you.
I try.
Mish says
You know
no.
what? Because I'm perfectly imperfect.
There you go. Okay, I'm gonna Google what a drop bear is.
Yeah. Now we have to, because Mish is just like Google it. So that, oh boy, what is a drop bear? I'm afraid.
There it is. Pops right up. What is a drop bear in Australia? A drop bear is a fictional predatory marsupial in Australian folklore, described as a vicious koala-like creature that drops from treetops onto unsuspecting victims to attack them. Oh,
So
interesting. Now I really need to go to Australia.
Kind of like Mothman. I mean,
Kind of.
Mothman, I guess.
Chupacabra type thing.
Chupacabra. I mean,
We
what's
have
that other
those.
one?
I can hear you now.
Goatman. What was it? Goatman.
I got a
don't know.
booster.
Goatman. Devilman.
Nice.
Goat man.
Goatman. I don't
Yep.
know.
Goat man.
'Cause we're-
That's a big Midwest thing. Well, everywhere. Hi, Jackie.
Hello. Welcome.
Oh,
Very
there's
sister.
me saying Mercury squaring Jupiter and Venus conjunct with South Node is happening. I should probably look at my stuff. I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I should too, but I'm probably not gonna. There's a lot of North.
So you
Node-
mean that
What's that?
So Mercury, war. Jupiter's what?
Don't put me on the spot.
What does Jupiter represent?
I'm thinking.
Oh. Isn't that? That's been a while.
I know. She's looking. I should know. She's looking. I'm just going to say words so there's no awkward radio silence or video.
Well, I was going to say it's. I think Jupiter is like wisdom and like abundance and luck and higher
The Sky
ideals.
Father.
The what?
Sky Father.
Sky
So
Father.
it says here, just AI. The Roman
Explain it.
chief god of sky and weather, the largest planet in our solar system, named associations with like expansion, optimism, and leadership. I have no optimism right now.
And Jupiter
I
also
have
likes to blur the lines. What you hear, what you see. And there's a lot of that going on with our current headline right now with things that have happened. The media, here, stand up, the FBI, they put out so much information so quickly that everybody gets so confused, they just believe what they hear. It is a tactic that they use. I studied on it the other day. So just be patient. The real information will come out eventually, but it will not be on the mainstream. It will be on the people on YouTube, Facebook, stuff like that. Dan Bongino, well, it used to be Dan Bongino, but there's a lot of people that put out really good evidence. And find one of them, follow them. You'll get the right information.
Because they're starting to debunk a lot of stuff. to it, especially a certain phone call that they're talking about something that wasn't done, that Lauren, the mortician, actually went on alive and actually said, guess what? I've talked to the people that did the embalming, and there was an autopsy done.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
so there is a lot of fakery going out there.
And when they say that they did not find a projectile, or they found a projectile in the neck, his neck didn't stop the projectile.
He's not Superman.
It ricocheted, split into pieces, and the pieces are what they found. That's what a bullet does. So you need to
Jackie Renee teacher too.
Yeah, and that's one thing
She
you need
totally
to do.
gets.
You need to teach kids about how the media works. Your own kids, if you're a teacher, I know that's a fine line. But there might be ways to do it without saying it specifically. Like that game where you whisper something into someone's ear and then whisper it into someone else's the can thing and see how it ends up differently than when it started.
We did that in kindergarten. We all sat around in kindergarten and we played the telephone game. So we could learn what A, rumors were, B, what bullying was, and so forth and so forth. Renee, do you guys do that anymore?
Actually, we used to, because we instituted play back into kindergarten because they took it out for so long, believe it or not, so that the kids would only have recess at recess, and that was it. But in that way it was good, but then we were suffering with other things, so we have modified now, which is nice. So they do get playtime, like you work during the day. I like the way that the schedule is now, because the schedule used to be work, break, work, lunch, work, recess.
Yeah.
Work, playtime, home. Now it's nice. We go in the morning. There's social emotional learning, which is called SEL. So we have that in the morning for them. We do it in my classroom. I can't tell everybody else's, but in mine, that's like a big thing. We have an emotional check when we get in the morning. How are you doing? How are you doing? How do we have to alleviate your stress, your sadness, your anxiety? What can we do to better make the day better for you? Because that's
awesome.
how I look at it.
That's awesome. I like that.
So exactly, because sometimes that is their sanctuary, their safe space, their place that they truly feel that they can be themselves at home. So there's that. We do a little work. We go to specials, specials is like gym, art, music.
Library.
Now, well, we got rid of media. So there's no library time. There used to be. So there's a big gaping library with all these lovely books that nothing gets checked out.
Interesting.
Yeah, my district, I don't know. There's just nobody, which kind of makes me sad. And then they have MLT, which is computer skills. So they're learning, and I teach kindergarten. So therefore we're learning online safety. You're learning that you don't give your information out to everybody. You're learning that if you see something, say something. You don't believe everything that's on there. So, I mean, they're getting it at age appropriate levels. So kindergarten is getting like the bare bone basic, opposed to 5th grade. They're talking about AI, and you can make a video of, a pig flying upside down with purple polka dots on a cloud. You know what I mean? And make it look like it's a real thing.
it's crazy because when I was in high school, we started out on the Apple IIe with DOS.
I remember that. I remember that.
And
I still play Oregon Trail.
yes, Oregon Trail, loved it. I took typing class.
Mm-hmm. So did I.
Because I was taking a computer class.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you use a keyboard, so I figured, well, I better learn how to use the keyboard. And
I learned operator.
me and my buddy in computer class, we made some interesting videos. I won't say video, animations.
Yep, animations. Yep.
Using the DOS.
Mm-hmm.
And we may or may not have gotten in trouble for it. But it has changed so much since then. I mean, we were in high school just starting to learn, and now they're teaching these kids in kindergarten about computers and fifth graders about AI.
Mm-hmm.
And I still don't know jack crap about AI. I mean, I do, but I don't. The technology we have now compared to then is so different.
Mm-hmm.
And that it makes it challenging to teach these kids to raise them safely.
Yes.
Because there's so much bullshit.
I homeschool and I still have issues.
Mhm.
I always, Abby being 7 years old, something as stupid as YouTube, I can uninstall it. And somehow she gets it right back on there. Uninstall. And she gets it right back. She can't read the word you, but she knows how to spell it.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. And the advancements just in, say, Weena from Dylan is just crazy. The video games, everything. I just like Roblox. I have to be so careful with her on Roblox, and somebody has to be there 24/7 watching her play. It's a dangerous world. And then she knows you don't give your name. Somebody asked her name the other day, and she didn't have the headphones on, so I could hear it, and she didn't have a mic, and she goes, "They're stupid. I'm not going to give them my name."
Nice.
And she's like, "I'll give them an." She literally said, "I'm going to give them an alias," and I'm like, "What's your alias going to be?" She's like, "None of your business."
So see,
And
there
I'm
you
like,
go.
what?
Her alias is none of your business.
Nunya.
That's what.
None of
Yeah,
your business.
Nunya.
Nunya.
So
I like
she's pretty smart, but I get worried. I just, thank God I have Nate.
Yeah.
So Nate's on the up and up, and of course he's the older protective brother. So she gets more than just mom and dad watching. She gets big brother watching, and he's stricter than we are. So
There you go.
I can't complain.
I started out on the cell phone on a Nokia, where you had to hit A, 3 times to get a letter, B 2 times to get a letter. I mean, yeah. But I also played video games, so that helped too. But yeah, up until my fire, I still had my first Nokia. I dropped it in the lake. I ran over it with my truck. That thing was indestructible.
It was a brick.
It had an antenna. I broke it off. I replaced it with something else. It still got reception.
Mm-hmm.
I miss Radio Shack.
I do too. I loved Radio Shack. I loved Radio Shack. They had everything.
Yeah, if I had a monitor and the power supply in the monitor quit functioning, I could take the monitor apart, look at the capacitor that was expanded, unsolder it, take it to Radio Shack, say, "Hey, I need this capacitor." Cool, $5. Cool, thanks. Go home, solder it back in, put it back together, and turn on my monitor.
I loved Radio Shack. It had all that cool stuff. And then it had the kits, like the stuff that you wanted, like I remember, like they had the kits of like the plastic engine that you could put together.
And crystal radios.
And that, and you had, you could make little portable radios. Like it was so much fun. I miss that stuff.
I do too. And it's when I look at, okay, I'm old school. I'm gonna be 56 years old this year. And I lived in Beatrice. It's about 15 miles north of here. Grew up there. And my grandparents lived in Blue Springs, which is a mile up the road from where I live now. I live in Wyoming. So we were down here every weekend at Grandma and Grandpa's house. And Grandpa would take me to the hardware store to get what he needed, Gamble's. They just tore that building down because it was a danger to the public. But this town looks nothing like it used to. Even Beatrice, the buildings downtown have businesses in them, but it's like a thrift shop for 3 months and then it's empty and then somebody else starts a thrift shop for 3 months. And these small towns, when the big businesses came in, Walmart, stuff like that, Kmart even, here in Wymore, the railroad changed its destinations and everything, and they quit using this depot so much, and the jobs went away. And then the businesses shut down because everybody went to the big stores because they could provide cheaper prices and cheaper merchandise. Eventually, people saw that, but I digress. So the people not only closed their business because they couldn't afford to run it, they had to go out and get jobs to support themselves, and they couldn't afford to upkeep their buildings. So the roof would start leaking. The beams in the roof would start rotting, drip on the floor, the second floor, that would start, and then everything would just come down, and then the town gets to tear it down. It's sad. So if you can, shop your local mom and pop stores. If you can afford it, shop local. Your small businesses, help keep them afloat.
I loved going downtown and shopping the boutiques and still shopping paw stores. I can't find anything to wear at, the local box market, right? Yeah. I can't. I don't wear that stuff. That's not who I am. It's not my style. So I'm old school. I go down to a boutique now and have to buy my clothes or, suffer. That and, shopping online.
Mm-hmm.
Shopping online has taken so businesses out.
Yeah, the brick and mortar.
And it just breaks my heart. It's just, and then what do we do with the buildings that are empty? We tear them down. That's waste. Why can't we just rebuild something?
They sit and rot.
Yeah, I don't get it.
And people want to know, well, why doesn't somebody just refurbish that building? Because it can literally cost more to refurbish it than it does to tear it down and build a new one.
I mean, and not only that, building codes, depending upon where you are, and then not only that, let's face it, something happened out in California. There were fires that happened in California. People can't build because they can't afford it, because they can't get the insurance, because the insurance company goes, 6 months before, we're going to drop your coverage. Okay, so there's that going on.
And then
and then not only that, to insure a building, an empty building, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen for anybody that owns it. So
and then a company called this, see that it's rock. What color is it? Not going to say the name. I have props. I know things. Comes in and starts buying the land up from these people to make that smart city, or put that high speed rail system in that is billions over budget and years late, that hasn't had any work done in years. It's
mean,
It's amazing.
I'm gonna be controversial. I'm just gonna say it. We already know what's happening in 2030 or 2032. The smart cities are coming.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready.
That's what they're doing. They're getting ready for it.
They're get ready. It's gonna be there for the Olympics. Now, the way that they're gonna work, you already know what's going to happen. Who's going to be on the bottom? Who's going to be on the top? Who's going to get the sunshine? Who's going to get the fresh air? And then who's going to be allowed to come up and get that? After you show your proof and you do your work and you show your worth and you do your labor, then you will get hours, days. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. Just my opinion.
You'll be able to get to your grocery store, your gas station, your job within 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because you will own nothing and you will be happy.
Will they mandate where you work so that you can get to that job? Will they mandate where you shop so that you can get there?
Might. People might be assigned jobs and duties.
Now, I don't believe that the current leader is on that train, but depending on how things go in the future elections, you're going to need to think before you can stop voting.
They're talking about it isn't the Olympics in Los Angeles?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Wherever they're talking about smart cities and they're talking about it, so they're going to display it in all its grandeur. That's why I say you have to watch certain things, okay? Like red flags, or hey, don't look behind the curtain. The guy behind the curtain that you see is not. You need you to look over here, because that's what happens, and everybody then realizes, oh, the fires are connected to this, to the land grab that gave you this, that did this, and your line becomes a square, and your square then becomes a circle, and then by that time, it's too late, and it's oh shit.
And it's all the big flashy things in space that went, and there's fire, and then certain people from a certain side said, "Hey, everybody, burn it down." So all these people were running around setting fires. There is video of them doing this, people.
Yep.
Common sense.
Our opinion. I mean, that's how we interpret the video. Our opinion.
Yeah, but common sense. Don't burn your own town down. You got to live there. If you burn it down, you're going to have to move, because there ain't going to be nothing there. Common sense would say, don't do that.
I mean, and knowing that your insurance company dropped coverage prior to that how are you going to be able to rebuild your multi-million dollar? Isn't it funny how it's where it's beachfront property and you can't put your house back? A lot of people are just saying, fuck it, and leaving.
And you didn't have to if your house or roof or car was blue. Nice shirt color, by the way, Renee.
This perfectly impressed.
It's blue.
Oh, it's blue. Oh.
Hey, Jesse. There's a wild Jesse. Exactly.
Right, he's sitting here texting me like, you can just talk in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, one pew pew at a time.
Yep. What? Well, we don't have those.
Pew pew can be a fart. Just saying.
I mean, the Pepe Le Pew. You could have a skunk. I mean, you could have a skunk. You could have Pepe Le Pew. Come on now.
Yeah, I do. I live with them.
We have skunks in Wymore because they come in to get the cat food.
Abby. They all stink. I'm just saying, it's
with
Essence de Evelina, Fragrance de la Jessie. And there's a difference. I can tell which one did which.
Hey, Jesse.
Don't sit there and try to blame it on the other one.
Hey, Jesse. The old Dutch oven. Wink, wink.
Payback would come. I would take prenatals just for that.
Oh, you're not right in the head.
I'm,
That's why I like you.
I can say whatever I want. Yeah, you say whatever you want. Tell that to my face.
I want video. Me and Renee want video.
Because remember, if there's no video documentation, it never
It
happened.
didn't happen.
Even though we come from a generation that we just say, "Hey, this happened," and we all go, "Yeah," because we all did it. So therefore, yeah, we know you. We know that's not bullshit.
Yeah, but now we have a wrench thrown in that. You know, everybody's got a cell phone. You're at a concert, everybody's recording. You're at an event, everybody's recording. However, with AI, now you can make a video or adjust a video, and this is deja vu. I've said that exact thing right now before. But so you really got to look, and if you don't trust something, run it through an AI checker. There are AI checkers out there that will tell you this is 100% AI. There's a 95% chance this is AI. Because people are using that just to get clicks.
You know,
make money.
Because once you get something that's trending or something that's gone viral, like in the sense of what happened 2 weeks ago, okay, is the equivalent. This is what I tell everybody. This is the equivalent of our parents having Kennedy.
Yes.
Okay. This is the only difference is
Martin Luther King.
And Martin Luther King also too. Yes. That
yes.
is you had one film. You had the Zapruder film. You had one film. And then you had, maybe some still shots from other people. At that event, you had everybody and their mother because of the individual, Charlie, being such a
influencer.
See, but I hate saying.
I don't like that word.
It's truth seeker. That's truth seeker. Okay. You had everybody there to either troll him or catch him in something or get your 15 seconds, so that you can put it on your YouTube, what have you, so you can get that monetization, that money,
monetization,
right? That monetization of that money that you would get for clicks, because let's face it, if Charlie Kirk's name's attached to something, you're making money right now.
Yeah.
Right? I can't imagine doing that. I can't imagine being an influencer.
I can't.
I mean, I hope that I can influence somebody to be more positive, more happy, to do the right thing. That's why we do this show, right?
Yeah.
But I don't get paid. Do you guys get paid? We don't get paid.
Absolutely not.
That I can't imagine doing it for a paycheck. And that's probably a lot of the reason why I've been offered to be on the big shows, right? No. I don't want to do it.
I have made approximately $27 off of Facebook. Just little bits, people throwing stars. Okay, yeah. You made these videos. It made you this much. $27. Okay, there's people out there making millions on YouTube, and I'm on YouTube.
I mean, and I couldn't.
You can't do it in good faith.
It's not doing it in good faith. It's the fact of the matter that you start out with these pure intentions, these good things, right? Mm-hmm. Charlie had these and I know people are probably rolling their eyeballs, but I'm going to use him as this example. 18-year-old boy, went to high school diploma, tried to get into West Point. West Point denied him. Because what is he? Most people don't know this. He's also a son of the American Revolution. He has had family fight for this country since the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's in his blood. It's in his, and I
Mhm.
understand that because I have ancestors that came over and fought for this country so that he can do what he wanted to do,
Mhm.
what we do every day, what our kids can do, and be somewhat safe doing it. The problem is when you start getting as big as he was, and I'm not knocking anything that he did because he stayed humble. He stayed to his word. Why? Because he was in his truth and his conviction. If you want to say his religion, you can put that in there. You could just say good faith, good upbringing. There's a host of million things. 2-family household, 2-parent household, and there's
All American boy. He was an all
All-American
American
boy.
kid.
He played
He was an
football. He played
all-American
football, and he
man.
played basketball.
Yep.
Right.
The way that I
he
raised
just he
or tried to
loves
raise
something,
mine.
and he loves something so passionately that I think for him, I don't know. I can't speak for him because I don't know him. I can see words that he's said and speeches and things that he's written and things that he's talked about.
So intelligent.
And when you start off something that small and that pure, and then as it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, unfortunately, people creep in with ill intention. I'm not saying anybody in his inner circle, I'm not saying anything because that's not my place, because I'm not in that inner circle to say that. But do I have feelings? Yes. Okay. Do I catch little nuances with people and little things that they say and they do, and I get things from spirit going, yes, I do.
You're very good at that, both of you.
All right. So I just it's all he wanted to do was teach and save.
Yeah.
And
Open
save,
up the
not
eyes.
even let's like not even trying to say like, hey, let me convert you to Christianity. Not even that. Like the man never, I can't say it. The man never got mad at anybody that I could ever remember seeing anything of his stuff.
He let them speak. He didn't cut them off. He let them talk. And then he would give his answer to their issue.
Mm-hmm.
And his answer was based on his beliefs. It wasn't that the other person was wrong. Okay, that's what you believe. This is what I believe. And this is why. How do the younger kids say it now? He gave the receipts. He showed the tea, something like that. I don't know.
He showed the receipts. I mean, a month ago, and I tell everybody to go watch it. I mean, he had him Russell Brand, which I know is everybody's gonna go, oh my God, Renee, so you're talking about Russell Brand. He's 15 months into his conversion of being a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
He's another smart man.
Oh yeah,
very smart man.
Very intelligent.
Right? That jumped on the COVID train real quick during the lockdowns with the UK, and him and Charlie had. I mean, that was so polar opposite of two people, and to sit there and just walk for 37 minutes. They had a 37-minute conversation, and it felt like that they talked for 5 hours.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I tell everybody go watch it. Just go watch it because you get an insight of other people out there besides Charlie.
Yeah.
And what they're doing now, like we go, I want to bring it back home to clicks and likes and subscribes and shares and all this other stuff. It hurts my soul because like when you're scrolling and I'm like, and I don't want to see, like, I'm just like, I don't want to see it. I can already tell you by looking at it, that's BS.
Mm-hmm.
And then, prime example, like I said before the show that they, and during it, Lauren, the mortician, who I absolutely love her. If you go watch her on either TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, she's an undertaker and she talks about death, which is kind of cool. And she makes it not so scary of what goes on. She was appalled by and it's gone viral. Oh my God, have you heard it? They didn't have an autopsy and they just signed the death certificate. Guess what they found out? That phone call that news organizations, big people that have, millions of reaches on YouTube or on Rumble, they've claimed that as fact. Guess what? It's all fucking fake and it's all AI. And because Lauren reached out to the person that did his embalming. Because you have to remember, undertakers, that's a very small group of people.
Yes.
They all know each other.
Yes.
That's why I said if I ever went back in my next life, that's what I want to do. I want to be an undertaker. I do.
So there's only, I do believe, one school, and it's in Texas. I have a very good friend that owns a funeral home, and that's actually how he met his wife. I do believe that there's only one school, and it's in Texas.
Yeah.
So yeah, they do. They know each other. They all communicate. It's all.
I mean, they all go to the
They
same
have
conferences. They all do the
yeah.
training.
They all go to the same conferences and whatnot. It's a very, very small group.
It's a very small. I call it very small death club because that's what it is. I mean,
they're gonna talk to each other.
Yep.
And I don't run one, but I own one. I live in one.
Yes, you do.
This home was moved twice.
Yes, that is true. I have the receipts on that. If anybody would like to ask, I have the receipts for that.
Yeah, we got.
I've done the research. I did a little more deeper than what
Dead Files did.
Yeah.
She did. She really did. And I've got the note here somewhere. It's in my filing cabinet. Somewhere.
I have it sitting at my feet in my file. It says Keith's house.
Okay.
Do not throw out ever.
Because when I file something, at that point in time, this is what I'm thinking. It starts with this letter, put it here. But later on, I'll be going through cleaning out my filing cabinet. Well, actually, that should be over here. And so I'll move it. And then I'll forget that I moved it. And then I can't find it because it's not under the letter. But then I'll remember, okay, well, you moved it here because of this letter. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. But wait, it should be over here. That's how this works.
Then in this, it's just like a long draw. It's a draw that comes out and it just goes doot, 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 doot. And then somehow by the grace of God, I remember where the hell it is in that drawer at that exact moment. And it comes out. And then
You just hear a siren?
yeah, my house.
Okay.
I live across the street from a fire department, so I'm
Same.
Well, that's a good thing.
I'm used to it. I'm thinking it's today Tuesday. No, it's not. The gentleman that died here, Jesse will probably correct me. He had a stroke, and his wife called 911, and it took them over an hour plus to get here.
And they're across the street.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When I was having mine, it took them. Jesse got to me before the ambulance did. Fire department never even showed up. Don't get me started on this fire department.
Oh, I would be going to that city council. I would be going to that mayor.
Oh, it doesn't matter. We choose to live in a rural area, so that's what we get.
Okay. All right.
That's what we've been told.
I understand.
Yeah, which is very frustrating. Coming from somebody who was a first responder, and I'm going, that's not.
I was married to
rules
one.
and regulations.
Yeah. That pager went off. He was out that door.
No, we wait forever. So I literally, I sat outside. Border Patrol stopped and helped me as I was having my med reaction to some antibiotics, and I was literally having a stroke, and I thought I was having a heart attack. And he was the one holding me up and taking care of me. And when the ambulance got there, he kind of went, "Where's fire department?" Like he was not impressed.
Good.
He was not. He was pretty mad. Jesse was like, "Wow, I got here before they did, and I'm farther out than they are." Yeah, it was ridiculous. So no, having a fire department. We had a fire down the road. Fire department never even showed up. They were never even called out. Border Patrol showed up, then the city showed up, and then it was, and we were just watching. And of course, I live in the desert. And we're like, oh well, there goes the neighborhood. Like,
See, small town.
it was ridiculous.
We have the city fire department and then the rural fire department. The rural fire department takes care of fires in the county. But the city often assists in those fires. They help each other out. Just like, if there's a big fire here in town, they will request that Blue Springs come down, Beatrice comes down, Odell first, quick responders come over. Everybody pitches in to help. Small town.
We do that too. So, I mean, counties and other counties can respond. We have several volunteer fire departments inside of our district, right? So we have city, and then we have our volunteers, right?
Mhm.
So like Doniana backs up Radium backs up, Rincon backs us up. So it goes all hand in hand. So and we're right off the interstate and the highway. That's I don't know. Give me 2 seconds.
Yep. Now I can relate the fire departments working together to help people. That's the way it should be in the paranormal community as well. Teams working together instead of against each other to help people, clients, businesses, what have you. But in the paranormal industry, community, whatever you want to call it, there is so much competition, so many people wanting the likes, the clicks, the money, whatever, that's forgotten. And it's the smaller teams like us that actually care about helping people. And we vet our clients. And if we don't think we can help them, we'll try to find somebody who can, whether that be another team or a psychologist or a medical doctor or whatever. If we can't help you, we will tell you, and we'll tell you why. And we will instruct you. This is where we feel you need to go first. Once you do that, then we can take another look at things. Because if that client does that, all of a sudden, their meds are changed. Everything goes away.
Yep.
All the paranormal goes away. Okay, yay. Cool. You got this. We're still here to help you. You have to vet your clients.
Oh, yes, 100%.
Investigators.
You have to. And you know what? And I'm going to go out on a limb because that's something that me and you, we always say. That you can vet us.
Absolutely. Do a background check
You
on it.
should vet somebody that walks into your house that's claiming that they can exorcise a demon.
Yeah.
Everything's a demon.
Do a background check on me. I'll guarantee you will find things that you don't like. Ask me about it. I will be honest with you about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be quite frank when I say this. If somebody's telling you that they're going to exorcise a demon, ask them first, A, what is your faith? Because 2, the only people that I know that do exorcisms is the Catholic Church.
Yep. And there's hoops. And guess what? They vet people that say that they have claims that they're under demonic attack.
Yes.
They vet them too. They don't just all agree like this, in Romans say, yep, Jane Smith, yep, she is. No, they actually do. That's why it takes months, years.
Yeah, years.
I have removed things from people that probably should have had an exorcism.
Mm.
But I did it in a way that I have figured out, and it worked. If I run up against something that refuses to budge, I'm going to ask for some help.
Of course.
Hey,
Yeah.
I got this going on.
Yeah. Can you be my second on this and see with another set of eyes? This is what's going on.
Renee, need a battery, but I'm going to tell you I need a battery.
Yeah. You know, and that's like what you came back with, and you said, you know, the paranormal industry. That's how I look at it. It's an industry. There's haunted attractions. That's not haunted locations anymore. It's attractions. Okay. Not saying every one is, not saying that, but a lot of them are switching over to that, which is fine.
Yes.
And I mean, paranormal community.
And I have an
That's
issue
why I
with
say
that.
it's an industry now. It's not a community anymore.
I have a strong ethics about that. I really do. Did you ask that? I've said this before. Did you ask that spirit's permission? What is that spirit getting in return? You know, like I just, and why is that spirit still here? Why are you making money off of that spirit? Why aren't you helping that spirit to go home? I can't wrap my mind around that. I know when we had Adrian on the show, we talked about an individual who was helping this woman out, and this woman is an empath. She's an energy worker, whatnot. And she comes to me and she goes, so this woman's like stealing energy from here and stealing energy from there. Why are you letting her do that? Why aren't you like telling her, that's wrong, and then taking the energy and putting it back where it belongs? Because I don't have her permission. Her permission? Did she have permission?
Spirits are
Like
spirits are clients, or can be clients as well.
They can be.
I'm going to throw a quick plug in. My friend Christy used to own the Stevenson building here in Wyoming. We let people go in and investigate. We investigated it before we decided what to do with the place. And those spirits are very content there. They like the interaction. Therefore, we pretty much had permission.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? She just got back. That building.
Yep, that building.
I walked into it for the first time in 4 years the other day. How about cried? The people that took it from her did nothing with it in 4 years. The ceiling was falling in. Cats had gotten in, pissed all over the carpet. It's going to take a lot of work to get this place back up to par. The spirits are very not happy with its condition.
Well, it's because their house, their dwelling, their place of safety has been desecrated.
I informed them that we will rectify the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And they are very excited. I walked in and said, I'm back. And they're like, hey, what's up? The guy upstairs that didn't like me at first, he's like, dude, where's my beer? I'm like, the door's locked. I can't get upstairs.
No, I get residual energy. If you're going to do residual energy, obviously there's no asking permission because the residual energy is just residual, right?
Right.
But make sure also that you vet the people that are going into the building.
Absolutely. It's not.
Make sure you keep your eyes on them. Don't leave them alone.
Mm-hmm. And yes, these places charge to investigate. There is upkeep. There are bills, lights,
insurance,
heat, insurance. And in Christie's case, we're probably going to start a GoFundMe to repair the building. We're going to need some help, but we are going to make another attempt at saving an original structure in this small town. So if you can, please keep your eyes out. Once we get things organized, we're going to go to work. And
She needs to try and see if she can get it on the historical rolls.
working on that.
That's doors open a lot easier when you start that paperwork.
Yep, exactly. And we're going to do as close to original as we can. But naturally, it's been neglected for decades. There's some things that we just can't put back original. But we're going to do what we can. And I'm really excited. And it's going to be a month before I can get back to myself. If you don't know, I'm having surgery on Thursday. So if I'm off for the weekend, you don't see me, I'm okay. But I'm going to take a little time to myself to just, it's nothing major, just minor. But if you need time, take time. If you need time, take time. One more time, because you're too over. If you need time,
Are you talking to me?
take time. I'm talking to both of you and myself, because I'm going to tell myself one more time. If you need time, take time.
Oh, I'm putting myself in timeout because you know what my mother said, if I had nothing nice to say, I should say not my mother. My grandmother used to tell me if I have nothing nice to say, then I shouldn't say anything at all. So you know what? I put myself in timeout. And then everybody wonders, oh shit, what did I do? Because mom put herself in timeout. And you know what? When they find out why I put myself in timeout, I still probably won't have anything nice to say.
But
But I'm putting myself in timeout. I'm taking, and that's one thing I probably should take. We all have our rough moments. We all have our issues, and
That's part of being human.
Yeah.
Part of being a parent.
That too.
And apparently, some children don't ever get the message. I don't know. Oh yeah, practice the pause. And that's a good thing, because I can tell you that I know I probably seem like the nicest person on the face of the earth. I'm not. I'm the meanest. I'm downright. I've got a silver tongue, and it'll slice and it'll cut, and I'm really mean, and it's really sharp.
boundaries.
So practice the pause. You put yourself in timeout.
Yeah, sometimes you have to set that boundary, even with yourself, and that can be the hardest one to set.
Oh, and it's hard to set boundaries, especially when it comes to your children, right? It's so hard, because you just want to be there for them. But you know what? At this point, they're adults. They're making their own mistakes. I can see the using. I can see the nastiness from the partner. I can see how they're messing up. I can talk until I'm blue in the face. That doesn't mean that they're going to listen, because that's their choice, right? Whether they're going to listen or not.
Yes.
So you separate yourself, right? And then it's, well, mom and dad aren't answering me. Well, mom and dad aren't talking to me. What's happened in the past, 30 plus days that,
We love you.
Yep.
We do. We really do.
We love you where you're at.
Yes.
Yeah, please do, because I'm struggling.
You
I'm struggling.
You have a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
You do you. And we are here for you. If you need us, I'm not going to sit here and bug the shit out of you on the phone. If you need somebody to talk to, if Jesse needs somebody to talk to, I'm here. Okay, how's that?
Same.
Yeah, Jesse, I'm talking.
Like, This is proof I'm not perfect.
I can talk to guys too. Just saying.
No, and like I said, I don't know if it's in the atmosphere. I don't know if it's in the air. I don't know what it is.
There's
there's a
literally
lot of shit going around.
there's literally something in the air. There is literally something in the water. Okay.
Well, I mean,
Geoengineering,
yes.
fluoride.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, then, I will get spiritual here too. I mean, there are things that have set and been in play that have started that people have forgotten that things happened this year. You had that blood moon. Right after that, you had what? And right after that, you had what? You had 3 major events.
We
Your blood
just
moon. Was it
eclipse.
the solar eclipse? And then you had a lunar. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But you had 3, like September 7th, the 12th, and then something else that was like
And
shortly after.
the eclipse energy generally lasts for 6 months. So we got a solar eclipse on top of a lunar eclipse, on top of all the other astrology happening at that same time. All the trines, all the squares, all the odds. We are experiencing astrology that has never been recorded. Joni looked. She went back as far as it's been recorded, and we have never been through what we're going through right now.
Because things have been put in motion.
Yes.
Things are in play that are bigger than us.
Yeah.
And other people use that for their own gain.
Yes. Or we use it to help people. We came back here at this time, which is one of the roughest times there is to be here, in order to help people. And that's what we try to do here. We try to help you, and you help us right along with that. Whether you know it or not, you do. You help us. And we appreciate that. Yeah, I'm looking at you over there in your brown shirt.
So
I'm gonna give you the side eye.
Things have been put into motion, and some of them on purpose. And I have such a hard time. I'm such a simple person. I'm such a just. I have my faith. I have my kids. I have my home. I have my significant other, and I have my family. And
there's some people.
Hard.
Go ahead.
It's hard when the outside factors play in, right? And the outside factors are not for the betterment of those around them. And I struggle with that. I try very hard not to have ill intentions. I try very hard to be, I mean this, I try very hard to be a nice person. Because deep down inside, I'm not. I'm probably the meanest person. And I can't take the world right now. I literally can't take the world. I can't take the disrespect. I can't take the using, the lying, the abusing, the misinformation, the taking it and making it into what you want it to be. And I've had the past couple of weeks, a spiritual awareness. Like I've always had my spiritual awareness. But for the past couple of weeks, I've been off tilt. I've been off kilter. And I'm not saying that everything that's happened since the death has been negative, because there's a lot of positive that's come out of it, right? Sometimes we got to sacrifice for the betterment, right? And I just can't take the ignorance anymore. I cannot take ignorance. I cannot stand not educating yourself. I can't. I can't. Ignorance. It's ignorance kills, right?
I
Ignorance is the
mean,
big that we have.
I mean, brass tacks to it all. I mean, that's what kind of happened. I can't. I can't. I hate saying I can't. You know, I should say I'm in a rough spot, right? I'm just having a tough moment,
Perfect.
Mhm.
and I should practice what I preach.
In this now moment, this is happening,
Mhm.
and that's okay. What?
And in this moment, I'm wrecked.
Not. I preach this. I'm gonna say it again. Not why is this happening to me? What is this teaching me?
Mhm.
And you're gonna see it, and it may tell you how to help teach someone else. But sometimes teaching can be painful. That tough love. Been there, done that.
Growing pains hurt for a
What?
reason. Birth pains hurt for a reason. Because you're molding and
Right.
getting into something new.
But you got to feel the feels. If you don't feel the feels, you're not going to be able to figure out how to work through them. If you don't figure out how to work through them, you're not going to heal them so that you can let them go. And they are just going to keep recycling. Even when you push them down, they're going to come back up. And the next time it's going to be a little bigger, so you pay attention to it.
And it's then that's one of the things I self-reflect quite a bit, and and maybe I hold higher expectations for those around me, for those that I have inside of my inner circle with my family and whatnot,
You see,
because I don't have a lot of people.
Well, usually because the people that are in your inner circle, how big or how small, whoever, usually those people are you have them in high regard. You know what I mean? You expect more from them. You know, you
see the potential.
You see the potential. You see the potential in them, and you would hope that they see the potential in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Which that sometimes is hard. That's hard. That's hard for like me to see the potential in myself. You know, that's one of those things that's a long, bumpy road for me.
Can we say difficult instead of hard?
Well, yeah, difficult. Yeah, that's
Scorpio brain.
Yeah.
It's
sorry, not sorry.
The past couple of weeks, and I had a huge disappointment on a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Huge people that I love very much, and I'm always there for them. I really did expect somebody to pick up the phone, and nobody picked up the phone. And that was really hard. That was a slap in the face. To include the people that it affected,
All right.
People's selfishness and ignorance really hurts. Lying by omission really hurts. And this is a piece of advice that I'm going to throw out to everybody. Lying by omission is probably the worst lie that you can do. You can lie to me straight to my face, but if you don't say anything to me and you know better, that hurts as well.
It does.
So if you've known you've done wrong, you should pick up the phone and you should say, I'm sorry, right? You should be a big person. We're all adults. Yes. And in this world, everybody is so me that they forget that they hurt other people.
Mm-hmm.
So for the past couple of weeks, my heart was like shattered. Like,
we got you.
Mm-hmm.
We might let you have your time to go through what you're going through, but we reach out.
Mhm.
So, how you doing?
Well, you guys checked in on
Did
me.
you-
You know,
Or we'll just
You
pick
know-
up the thing and hit video call.
True. True. You know, and I say sometimes, speaking from experience, you know, when you hold people in high esteem because you think that they deserve to be there because they're so knowledgeable and they're so caring, loving, and wanting and want the betterment for you, and things happen, people change, I get it, you know, and promises are broken, and it sucks. It sucks. And it hurts. It hurts your heart, it hurts your head. And then, you know, people then wonder why some people have walls up for purpose, and why the next time, you know, I was forth willing to help give you the ladder. Now you have to earn me to even get that ladder to crawl that wall up. And when you get to that one, there's going to be another wall you're going to have to get.
Yeah, and little steps.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you try to take big steps, if you put your rungs this far apart, your legs don't go that far.
Nope.
right.
Little steps. Yeah, life is all about learning, and at the end of the day, you are. We will.
At the
be
end of the
okay.
day, I'm, right. At the end of the day, I will wake up tomorrow morning. I will have a new day.
Mhm.
You know, the lessons from the previous day will still be there. Um,
And then we get to deal
at
with
the end
new
of the
one.
day, I still have the person that I love. I still have my 2 kids here. I still have grandbabies that are absolutely wonderful.
Mhm.
Um, and I am grateful for what I have at the end of the day.
For those watching, this has helped me tremendously in retraining the thoughts in here. Anytime a negative thought hits, my old type of thinking hits.
Well, because it's your familiar, it's your comfortable.
Yes.
It's your
Yes, right away. What are 3 things I'm grateful for today?
Mhm.
They're
And
not.
seeing that, I guess that's where
I mean,
Go ahead.
my
Go ahead.
my favorite one of my favorite books is Alice in Wonderland. I mean, what does Alice's mom say to her? Name 5 things you're grateful for today. What are the 5 things? And you know what? And if you don't want to start with 5, you can start with 1. You can do 1 for a while, and then I'm going to tell you, but you've got to give yourself grace, and you need to give yourself wiggle room,
Mhm.
because 1 isn't going to cut it after a while. Me, I'm a numbers girl, so everything for me is I work in even numbers unless it comes down to my 369. If it comes my 369, that's my I'm like, okay, that is not me. That is my, like, hey, answer the door, pick up the phone, woman, I've got something for you. So when
And what was on the license plate I saw when I pulled into town today? 369. This is where I'm supposed to be. I'm right on time.
mm-hmm. You know, that's so, you know, so I mean, Alice did, you know, Alice's mom said, you know, 5, name 5 things. Well, you don't need to do 5. Don't be the overachiever out the box.
Right.
Because when if you're the overachiever out the box, you're setting yourself up for failure.
But we don't fail. We have learning
Opportunities, right? So at least start with, I always tell everybody, at least start with 1, but I know you can give me 2. I know you can give me 2.
Okay, I have a shit day at work. I'm grateful I had a job to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, today's a shit day, but I'm grateful that I had a job to go.
Mhm.
I'm grateful that I get to go home when I clock out. And I'm grateful that I can pet my dog and my cat when I get home. They'll make me feel better. 3 things, boom, boom, boom,
Yep.
that can help change your mood.
Mhm.
Your boss can bark at you again, and your mind can go off, and I'll think of 3 more. I'll get to see my cat just petted my leg. See,
Mhm.
I'm grateful for that. Yeah, my cat pets me. He started making the biscuits.
Yes, yeah, but
I
here's
always-
the thing. Yes, some days finding even one single thing to be grateful for is difficult, let alone 5. But over time, my 1 has turned to 5,
If
or
you
my 1 has turned to 6.
if you can't find one thing, go look in the mirror, and there's your one thing to be
Yeah,
grateful for.
you. I mean, right off the gate, it should always be when you're
Take a
trying
deep
to find things that you're grateful for. You should be first thing out the gate. I'm grateful that I'm on this side of the dirt today because somebody,
Isn't
somebody, and I know people are gonna go, "What the hell?" I use this man as a teaching tool because why not? Charlie woke up that day and he did not know that he was going. He didn't know. He didn't know.
Hmm.
He thought he was coming home to Gigi and her blueberries and to Max.
Yeah.
He thought he was going to be going home to his wife. He didn't even kiss his wife goodbye because he thought he was coming home. So first thing out the gate every day, you should be, I'm on this side of the dirt because somebody didn't get that opportunity to wake up that day.
Yeah, my cousin just passed a couple days ago, and I am happy for him because his cancer came back and he was not in good shape. He was suffering, and he went quick, and I'm thankful for that. Now he is a very awesome reunion with the ones that he's lost,
Mhm.
and he's no longer in pain. He's not suffering anymore, so I'm happy for him. A lot of people view death differently than I do now, and that's okay. I'm not going to mourn his loss. I am going to be happy for him.
Mhm.
Dude, you rocked this world. You got through everything, and now you're where you need to be.
Mhm. I mean, me. She goes, when I was working, I'd always visualize coming home, my leisure wear, taking off the bra, that's a major one,
Set them
and then
puppies
having
free.
coffee. There's 4 things that you're grateful for right there.
Yeah.
Right there. They don't have to be like these guys. These guys don't have to be like these. A lot of people think that I talk with like they have to be these grandioso. Wow, that's a big word. Things that you need to be grateful for.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? They don't have to be these big, elaborate things. I mean, it could be, hey, you know what? I'm happy that I have cream that didn't curdle my coffee today.
Yeah.
It could be, I'm thankful for running water. Be thankful that I have a roof over my head. Be thankful I have clothes on my back. Be thankful I'm in a country where I have some freedoms as a
Yeah.
woman that somewhere else I'd be under ruled and under thumb by a male.
Right. The video that I made of me plugging my crock pot in and turning it on, that was the first outlet I put in this house. I never knew how much I took for granted being able to plug something into a wall and turn it on until that moment. And I want to hit on one thing real quick. Mish, I saw you comment. I'm apologize for your loss. No one in your family has told you. Okay, I understand that because my cousins have not told me. Okay, the only person that told me from my dad's side was his daughter, and I'm appreciative of that. She didn't know how close I was or was not to this man, my cousin, but she reached out and said, "Hey, this is going on, and this happened." My cousins didn't, but they are having a loss and they may not know how to pick up that phone and make that phone call. And that's okay.
Yeah.
I have to let them be with that because they might not know how to. I don't know. I don't know where they're at right now.
Death is not easy.
It's not the same
Grief
for
is
everyone.
not easy. It's not for everybody. You know, some people, you know, again, a lot of things that are going on with a lot of people, and saying and sitting there and accusing Erica of moving on and having smiles and being laughing and talking, but like that's just an outer. That's just an outer. You know what I mean? She's happy, yes, because you know why? Because she knows what she's got to do, and she knows the impact of what's happened, and she understands what's happening, and he's set her up for success, even though he may not have not known. He may have known, he may not have known, but she's set up for success. And she knows, you know, she's what is here.
Right.
What is here does not reflect what's going on in here.
When my son died, everybody thought I'd lost my rocker because they didn't think that I was grieving. No, I didn't grieve in front of everybody else. I grieved by myself alone because everybody else was more important. And I mean that, like, everybody viewed themselves as number one. Oh, we lost. So I just kind of put myself aside, and everybody thought I wasn't. I never grieved. I had a smile on my face. I went about my business. I was pregnant with my daughter at the time, and I just did me. And nobody stood there and listened to me scream at the top of my lungs in the shower for weeks on end. I didn't let anybody in that way. During my son's memorial, because we did not have a funeral for him, the whole town and the whole county was there. And I'm very appreciative of it. But I stopped the procession line because I had to answer a few questions on how, Pat got in the urn, because it wasn't by a plunger and it wasn't by magic. And I had to explain that to the littles, right?
Mm-hmm.
But nobody saw the wreck I was walking into that funeral home.
Yeah.
Nobody saw the wreck that I was.
24 hours after.
Bringing him home.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even just bringing him home in an urn, I didn't want to touch the urn.
Mm-hmm.
That was my son.
Because
I didn't.
permanent.
I'm sitting in a lap, soft cold. Like nobody saw that, and nobody saw me get in the car and lose my shit.
That was for you.
All right, so we all grieve differently, and that was my child. That wasn't my husband.
Yeah.
That wasn't my grandparent. That wasn't my parent. That was my child. So no, I get frustrated when people sit there and say that because you don't know what somebody's feeling.
Mm-hmm. Grief is not a straight line. It's not up. It's not down. It's a messy, knotty ball. I mean, my grandfather died 2015. My father died 6 months after. Both unexpected. Both rocked me to my core. Were there days better than some? Yes. Are there days that still bother me? Yeah.
Sure.
And it should, because it's always going to be. I always say grief is that scab that just sits there, and you rub it, and you know that scab is there, and it just gets thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker, and
every time you pick at it,
but that's always that little nudge. It's always there, but.
And like in my situation, the body remembers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't sit there and I don't dwell on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like a week before, I start to get that feeling, and no matter what I do, I try. So this year has been a little bit different because usually I take 3 days. The last day that I had with him, the day he passed, and then waking up that third day, the rest of my life with my world changed.
Yeah.
And usually I take those 3 days, and those 3 days are my what I allow myself to break down.
Hey, Lord. Yeah.
This year is, but every year, um, I live with it every day. The people that knew him, they don't live with it every day.
No.
Yes, they think about him every once in a while. He's gone. I guess I would hope that somebody would reach out and check on me the way that I check on them because I know what it's like,
Yeah.
right? I don't want that person to be sitting alone like I do and being miserable by themselves. I would love for somebody to pick up the phone, call me, and talk about my son. It's not going to hurt me. Give me your favorite memory. Give me something funny. Let's not talk about the death. Let's just talk about the life, right?
Yeah. Because that's what I tell everybody. They're just like, well, they're not here. How dare you say that? They're just in a different form.
Yeah.
They're still here.
Oh, absolutely.
They're still here.
I have that stem cell stuck in my neck.
And that's the thing that's what I try to tell when it's a child, mothers, scientifically proven. You can go look this up. Every child that we carry now, that means if it's stillborn, dies in utero, what may have you, all the ways that you can terminate a pregnancy or whatever, right? Each child you have, those stem cells are carried in the mother. So those children are always with you.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah.
That's just something that our design, our makeup from creation, from creator, God, whoever you want to spirit, Buddha, whoever you want to believe in.
It is how I'm going to find him in the afterlife.
Yeah.
Well, when I die, that is how I'm going to find him. He's my guiding light home.
Mm-hmm.
That he will be holding my daughter that I never met. He will be with the children that I've lost. Right, and he's my guiding light home.
He's got them all wrapped up.
Yeah, trust me. You're handed certain jobs up there, and you're given certain things, and don't worry.
That light at the and that light at the end of the tunnel, I truly believe is not necessarily the light at the end of the tunnel. Is our loved ones waiting for us, holding the flashlight, saying, "This is where you go."
Yeah, I mean, because it's a dark. It's a dark road. You need a direction so you know that you're not walking backwards or walking to the left or walking to the right. Or sometimes I say the tunnel. It's like the fun house. It's going around in a circle, and you're going, "Where the fuck am I?"
Yeah. And I always I stand firm. I never blamed God. I never questioned God. And why. I felt that was selfish. And I know why. It's because I needed to get my ass right back on that path. I'm not saying that that's why it happened.
No.
But it helped me get right back on that path to where I needed to be in my heart and in my soul, right? So I never questioned why. I just questioned other people around me of why not.
Mm-hmm. Well, it also allows you to see other people for who they are. I don't like saying it, but it does.
It does. It really does. And I think that that's what hurts is that's where everybody's true colors come out. I have a friend who just lost her son. It's been a year. In fact, his funeral was held on the day that my son passed. And they grew up together and they were friends. And I see everybody sending pictures to her and telling her funny stories and comforting her in her grief. And I'm not jealous. I'm happy that she has that. It's just, why was I judged? I don't understand. I don't understand why somebody can't do that for me.
You're not being judged. It's because you stand firm in your faith and you know who has you.
Yep. And real quick, I want to say,
in the turbulent storm, he gives you peace. In the turbulent storm, right?
Yeah.
Let's go. Like, and this is why I tell everybody looks at me and they just go, "What?" Yes. Here's some religion, some Bible thumping. Here it is. What happened in that storm in that boat? Joined me.
Yep.
He has you. So therefore, in that storm, he has you. So maybe looking at it this way, they see that in you, and they know that you stand firm in your beliefs and your religion, right? That they don't want to, quote unquote, bother you, because that was the same thing with me. Like, everybody's just like, how are you dealing with this? Within 6 months, you've lost two of the biggest people in your life. And I'd say, you know what? The peace I have is because I know who has me. And that's that. Sometimes that's what I think, that they don't come to bother other people. They don't come to bother you, or they don't want to feel like they bother you, because right now they see that you're in that peace, and they're like, well, if I say something, then I'm gonna change it. But see, that's where I say I call bullshit on people, because if you have that inkling that, hey, I got this really funny story I need to tell you today. Like, it's on my heart and I need to tell you. They still should. But that's not your fault. That's their insecurity. That's their bullshit.
There are times where I just don't know what to say.
That too. That's it.
I don't know how to comfort that person in that moment they are having.
Yeah.
And that hurts me as well. I feel bad. I know I should be reaching out to this person. I don't know what to say, because there's nothing I can say to that person that is going to make everything better. And sometimes I kick myself in the ass for that. But I also know that's okay too.
I will tell you, if I know that a mother has lost a child, I will say there is nothing that I can tell you that it's going to make you feel better. There's nothing. I know. Yeah, I am here. What do you want to yell? Do you want to scream? Do you just want to sit in silence? Because just having somebody else's presence is important. And knowing that I had a friend at the time that my son passed away, and I held, like I said, I held it all together. Nobody saw me, break. And it finally got to the point where I was like, okay, I know I need to lose my shit. I know I need to lose my shit, and I need somebody to hear me. And I did have one moment where I busted open a door. I looked at my best friend. I looked at him, and I started screaming at the top of my lungs. He sat there. He listened. And when I was done, he goes, okay, you ready for your hug? You ready to cry now? You actually ready to start to heal? And it was like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm so grateful for that moment. But sometimes there is nothing that you can say.
Yeah.
Just
sucks being an empath, because you don't know what to do.
Just being there. Yeah. Just knowing that they have that open door. Just knowing that they have that without correction, right? Don't tell me everything's going to be okay. Bullshit. It's not.
And come with no correction. Come with no judgment.
Right. Yeah. Just let me be
Mhm.
vulnerable for a second. Let me be raw. Let me be real. Let me show you a side that I don't show everybody else. And just be okay with it. And don't hold it against me. And if we never talk about it again, that's probably a really good thing.
Mhm.
Ask them, what do you need?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let them answer. I need advice. I need to vent. I need someone to just sit here with me in the dark, in the quiet, listening to music, whatever. Driving down the road. I am awesome at sitting with somebody in silence. I am amazing at that.
I mean,
can do that.
well, not only physically, but metaphysically. Shit, how many fucking times, dude? Knock, knock.
Back
Knock,
and
knock.
forth.
I'm
Back and
here.
forth.
I got the cigarette lit whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheers to both of you.
You know? You know, and and I've always said it takes those special people that are willing to sit there in that silence, and then it's not, and you know what, and it's not always a good silence either. Sometimes it's a really awkward, like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Like, I know I need to say something, but I can't say something
It's
because I shouldn't say something, but do I say something?
It's tough.
Or
We
the
don't know.
simple thing is, tell me something funny.
Hmm?
Just tell me something funny. You know,
Celebrate the life.
celebrate life.
Nobody, when I go, nobody will have a funeral for me. You better have one hell of a party.
I want an Irish wedding.
Celebrate.
Well, if
Everything
it's
done,
if it's Irish,
wrong
shit,
or
you're
right.
partying for 3 or 4 days.
That's right.
Irish wedding, I mean, an Irish funeral, you're sitting there partying
Yep.
for 3 days.
Yep.
You know,
And the people commenting, I've seen your comments, but I felt that was kind of between y'all, so I haven't thrown them up. I'm not ignoring you.
Yep.
But I have seen.
Right. Ask them. Because sometimes, I'm not gonna.
Yes.
Very few times will I ever go into, how my son died. Right.
Makes sense.
Somebody asked me, I'll be honest. I'm very honest about it. 9 times out of 10, I'm very okay talking about it. Even in this moment, let me tell you about the day he was born. Let me tell you what this little shit did to me, or let me tell you his favorite phrase, that, or the little things that annoyed the hell out of me that I secretly loved.
That you can laugh at.
Yeah. And I even laughed in the moment, even though I might have been having an anxiety attack. I was still laughing.
Oh, I know that feeling with the kids. I know that, as a parent, you should reprimand, but also in the back of your mind, dude, that was epic.
Right. I was 20 when I had my son. I was 20. My second and most difficult, complex labor. He gave me my smiley face. He was the only C-section I had, and I will tell you, he was born angry. He was born angry. That scream that came out of him wasn't like a normal cry. It was a war cry.
Oh man.
Yeah. What happened? Give me tit. Yeah.
yeah, I'm back. That's what.
Here we go.
Just give me the booby and it'll make everything better, Mom. Just shut me up.
You know. I know. Nope.
Go ahead.
Nope. Not gonna.
Boobs make everything better.
Okay, fine. You did it. Yes.
My 7-year-old daughter who is breastfed still tells me that. Boobies make everything better, Mom.
Save the tatas.
Save the tatas. It is coming up on October. Everybody go get your mammogram. Go get the squishy titties. No, yeah, no, he was.
Be a good boy. No, we don't want him to be a good boy.
Well, they do. That is the most natural thing. I mean, let's get down to just being animalistic as a mammal. That's the first thing we do. It is. It's just one of those things. We root. We look for the boob. The boob brings us food, warmth, comfort. We're being held. It's just.
It's what it is.
Ed, I'm a Scorpio. You know. Just saying.
Mish agreed. If I need something done, I'm like, hey, yes,
Okay, he's on board. He's now on board.
Renee's smiling at the thought of boobs.
Okay,
No,
ladies,
that's what sometimes I have to do too. The yolk sometimes just sits there, and it's like, hey, I need something done, and he's like, what? And I'm like, I need something done. Hey, what? So.
okay, I would love to sit here and talk about boobs for the rest of the night.
That wouldn't be a good idea.
It is about the time where I need to get off of here and start, doing my stuff to get ready to get to bed in order to get to work tomorrow.
Can I address Fat Girl real quick?
Absolutely.
Pat was 14 when he passed away. And he had a rare mental disorder. That he wasn't going to make it to the age of 21 anyways, with the way his brain worked. I give you props. I am here for you. I know the struggle. I might as well have been a single mother dealing with Pat. And I had all the odds against me. And I can say the one thing about my son is that he did help change the way that mental health was dealt with in the county that he lived.
He came with a purpose.
He came with a purpose. I made over 1,000 phone calls within a month trying to get help. And nobody was there to help me because he was 14 and he was an adult and couldn't make his own decisions at that point. So I struggled really hard. And I struggled with getting him diagnosed too. It wasn't until he was like 13 years old that I got him diagnosed. And I was immediately stuck in grief counseling. It was pretty weird. It was but special needs, I feel you. I really feel you. So my heart
right there, the bosom. I see that as, like right here. Okay. When you lay your head on somebody's shoulder and you hold them, it's close to the heart.
Yep.
That's what I see when I see that. That takes me back to mom holding me, grandma holding me. It's a safe in space. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a safe space.
security.
Yes.
That girl, if you're on Facebook, I'm under Jan Lynn, and nothing's out of bounds. Just reach out. I am there for you every step of the way. I have got your back.
Same.
I really do.
I have 3 accounts. One is me, my picture. That is my main account. That's the one to reach out to and see a request. Then I also have one that says backup. That is literally my backup account in case I get thrown in Facebook jail. And then I have one that there's an eagle, and that's my original account that I finally got back that I don't have anybody on. So if you want to add me, add my face. Quit giggling.
I wouldn't want to.
You giggling inside yourself. There you go. There it goes. Yeah, I know. I heard it as I said it.
It's okay.
So this is my account, so you know which one. 2 lumps and a hump.
Yep.
Sometimes it's 3 humps. You got that oddity of that.
Give me 3.5, maybe 4 minutes.
Shit, that's it.
You gotta put some gas.
I'll give you. I always say,
No.
I give you 2 minutes, 50 seconds.
You know how long? No, I'm shutting up.
You gotta put some gas in it.
Ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas in it.
I like some French fried taters, mustard and biscuits.
It's where I just gotta go. Yin, 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 yin. Yin, 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 yin.
Sorry, I had to.
Okay,
I think you might need a new starter.
Yeah, eat some beans. You have but it ain't got no gas in it.
This is how I love to end the show with laughs and giggles and
Thank
stuff.
you, everybody. Thank you for letting me break down.
Absolutely. And when I log off, I'm not going anywhere for a minute. Just saying. Okay, we're gonna do the closing,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're gonna have our closing. Okay. Okay.
I love you guys where you're at.
Huh?
I'm telling everybody I love them where they're at.
Yes.
Not where they were, not where they're going, where you're at in this moment right now. I love you guys.
And
I appreciate you guys.
we have been through so much stuff in our lives
Oh God.
that if we tell you we understand
Mm.
where you're at and how you feel,
Truly do.
if I say that, I am not lying. I will not lie to you. If you're going through something I've never, ever been through, I will tell you.
I mean,
I can't imagine how you feel right now.
You can't lie to an empath.
I will not lie to you. I will try to figure out the best way to help you.
Mm-hmm.
These two also will.
Mm-hmm.
We do have lives, but we will do our best to get with you and help if you reach out to us.
Yep.
Okay. Which
reminds me, obviously, I'm going to need to reach out to Keith.
What?
Kaysen.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Check
Yeah, we are here
every day.
We are here, man. We got you.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it. Exhale. Fuck it.
No. Well, yes, but you also can do this. Breathe in the pancakes and blow out the birthday candles.
There you go.
The birthday cakes. Or candles, yeah.
If you're feeling anxiety, white light in through your nose. Hold it. Push that anxiety into that light. Exhale the darkness through your mouth. 3 times. I guarantee you will feel better. If not the first time, the second time, or the third time, you will get the hang of it.
Yep.
It helps. I walk into work. Everybody's anxiety hits. I'm like, okay, I know this is not mine. Okay, go on. That helps them because you're helping to shed their anxiety and you're getting it out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can go do your job.
Yep.
I don't want to.
So don't. If you don't want to, don't.
I have to. She's demanding.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
Annoying.
Just tell her to put her clothes on. And you needed to smile. Thank you for that.
And look at, we end with a troll. Bye-bye.
You got it?
Will it let me do it? See, I don't know. Will it let me?
I don't know. I'm not seeing the comment. Oh, wait. Oh, there's been a lot of comments I didn't see.
I can't. It won't let me do.
Okay, hang on. I got it. Add to block list. Sorry, people. My comments weren't flowing. Yeah. Anyway, love y'all. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for letting us be vulnerable with you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for letting us learn about ourselves as well as you.
Mm-hmm.
And do not inhale, Keith.
Well, I mean, you should. Just saying. You should.
All right. I'm going to end the stream here. And otherwise, I'm going to get a tally mark.
Yep.
So, thank you, everybody, for joining us.
I was going to say, I think that work.
And we will see you in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And next Monday, me and Joni, words, we'll be discussing the astrology and how to spiritually get through it for the next 2 weeks of what is happening now.
Mm-hmm.
So check that out. Help spread the word. Spread the Otters Den page if you can. Spread the Otters Den YouTube page if you can. If you haven't, go subscribe. That way you get notified when we're on. Go check out the RNN network. I think we are also on Spotify and a few other things too.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for your support. We appreciate you. Without you, we couldn't do what we do. So